Good Monday morning, South Florida. Morning sealed meteorologist Julie Durda. Get ready for another hot, hazy, humid day with some AM coastal showers clipping our coastline already this morning. But once that sun does rise, it's all about the temperatures warming up. We're talking heat indices well into the triple digits, 100 to 105 degrees. This summer-like pattern sticks with us for much of the week with those AM coastal showers and those PM inland storms. As for the feels-like temperatures, you can see our heat indices 101 in Key West, about 103 is forecasted in Miami. We could see some inland spots a little bit warmer. But this morning, again, those AM coastal showers will be something you'll notice at least till about maybe 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then the storms will develop well west of us. The metro coastal areas will be the place to be later this afternoon, the very hot place to be. So make sure you're taking breaks inside, hydrate, sunblock, sunglasses, and be ready because we'll keep that trend in place as we go into midweek and even late week. Rain chances sitting around seasonal with that typical summer-like pattern in place with those AM coastal showers and those PM inland storms. Have a great day, South Florida. First 10 minutes of the newscast, we promise you that. And as for now, in the next 7 days, there is not anything we are watching, but I do have to tell you there is a wave in the next 10 days that we may be talking about that could be something that'll be headed into the Atlantic. I'll have more details on that coming up.
It's Monday morning, South Florida, and your roads have been busy today. Let's take a look at right here at a live look. This is the Palmetto Expressway going northbound at Northwest 58th Street. So in the Doral area, you can see you have an accident in your express lanes. Those lanes are blocked, so definitely take the regular lanes here. You definitely want to avoid that right there because you will get stuck. So just keep in mind to take those regular lanes. You can see that they're moving a little slowly, but nonetheless, they are moving. Your southbound lanes also looking good, but starting to get pretty congested there. Let's take you over to your maps to another area where I'm seeing some delays in Miami-Dade County. This right here is the Don Shula Expressway going northbound. You can see that speeds are coming in at 40 miles per hour, so not too bad. This area typically gets congested as you approach Kendall Drive. Broward County, I'll leave you with some drive times here. 595 going eastbound. It'll take you about 12 to 6 minutes to get to where you need to go. Be safe out there. Eric?
Annaliese, thank you.
And that's limiting our rain chances, but also bringing those hazy sunrise and sunsets we've been seeing over the last couple days. As for temperatures, we're in the lower 80s, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and Key West. This is above average for this time of year. We have 83 for Key West, 81 in Pembroke Pines, 83 in Pompano Beach. Our dew points are in the mid to upper 70s, and that's the steamy to sticky category we are under, making our feels like temperatures in the 90s for much of us, with the exception of 89 in Fort Lauderdale, 87 in Pembroke Pines. And that's thanks to just a few isolated showers. We saw the downpours around 4 to 4:30, moving through parts of Broward County. We're rain-free now, but again, some of these roads are a little wet, especially over Pinecrest and towards Coral Gables and parts of Aventura and also by Port Everglades. Widening the view, we have a large dome of high pressure across the south and the Midwest that's providing for the heat wave we've been talking about across the south and into the northeast and east coast. But we also have this impulse of some strong to severe storms that are starting to pop up over parts of Minneapolis into Chicago today. That severe weather outlook. Then behind that severe weather outlook, we are noticing that there's that possibility of some cooler air, and that's why there is severe weather. Now ahead of that, we do see all the watches and warnings, the heat advisories, extreme heat watch, extreme heat warning, all the way to basically the central half of the state of Florida. So everybody, millions of Americans dealing with this heat that is extending not just for today, but also leading into midweek. And they dealt with it over the weekend too. At least for us, we have this ocean breeze, and that's going to provide for any showers and storms that do develop to push well to the west, but it's also going to keep us from meeting those heat indices to a heat advisory criteria. So AM coastal showers giving way to some PM inland storms. Again, the storms will be pushing well west thanks to our strong ocean air. We do have our air quality at moderate levels thanks to that Saharan dust out there, and those feels like temperatures for us anywhere between 101 to 103. And that has put us in the possibility of this heat related issues that we could have. For major issues would be over parts of Miami-Dade and Broward metro coastal areas. This affects anyone without proper hydration. So that's why I tell you to hydrate now before you even walk out the door. If you're headed out to the beach or doing any boating today, make sure you've got sunblock on, sunglasses, extra water. And if you're doing any work outdoors, the extreme conditions for our heat indices will continue. Doing any boating, light chop on the bay. For you in the Keys, the nearshore waters will be right around smooth chop going into a light chop. 7-day forecast calls for highs in the 90s. Feels like temperatures in the triple digits with an AM coastal shower and a PM inland storm.
South Florida, let's take a look at your roads. Right now we have your north and southbound lanes here. You got a clearer look of your southbound lanes. This is just after Miami Gardens Drive on I-95 going southbound. You can see things moving a little slower in the southbound lanes. Northbound lanes look pretty good though. Let's take you over to your maps. I do want to point out a few things to you. You do have a broken down car. This is on 95 southbound, a little further south than what I was just showing you. This is just before I-195. So it's just a small pocket here. Speeds coming in as slow as 24 miles per hour. But once you get past it, you are in the green. It should clear up soon, and I will let you know when that happens. Let me take you over to another area where we're seeing some delays here. This right here is the Don Chula Expressway going northbound. It typically gets congested at this time. If you want to avoid this, take US 1. Be safe.
Meteorologist Julie Durda standing by. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Eric. Alex, welcome back. On this Monday, our forecast is very similar to what we had over the weekend. We're hot, we're hazy, and we're humid. Live look outside, you can see some of that Saharan dust and a little bit of cloud cover just offshore. We did have an earlier downpour that moved over Hollywood, and that's why the Broadwalk was a little damp. But overall, the rain has diminished. Temperatures are warming up. We're in the low to mid 80s. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Key West. We have Pembroke Pines at 81 degrees, and we're waiting for that sun to come up. Winds anywhere between 3 to 5 miles per hour. We are expecting that ocean breeze to keep that slight chance of a shower in the forecast this morning. My rain chances are highest between about now and about 7:30 or 8 o'clock. And then you can see if you're not dealing with the rain, you're dealing with the heat. We have feels like temperatures in the 90s in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and the Keys. My in-house model pulls that chance of a shower later this morning for the Keys, but then Broward and Miami-Dade, mostly dry, mostly sunny, hot and hazy as storms that may develop will be sea breeze driven, but the system that we are continuing to talk about with the sea breeze is going to push well to the west of us because we have an east breeze. Highs today will be in the 90s, hot and hazy, and those showers that I'm watching are still offshore over parts of Broward County. Miami-Dade, you may see a shower moving into parts of your area. I have a few of them just offshore, but I'll let you know. Most likely those storms will be moving in during the GMA time, so I'll break in during the forecast and let you know. Let's go to those dry conditions because of the Saharan dust, and that's around Broward, Miami-Dade, the Keys, and even the Atlantic. Let's go to the Atlantic as we're talking about the tropics. First 10 minutes of the newscast, we promise you that update. As of the next 7 days, there is a lot of Saharan dust in the Atlantic and the Caribbean, but I do have to let you know there is an expected wave to push off the coast of Africa in the next 10 days. That's something we're going to be watching very closely as some models going into the very far long range. We're talking 10 to 14 days has something developing in the Atlantic we'll be keeping our eyes on. But for now, next 7 days, we're good. We'll get through this week. More in the forecast coming up.
All right, Julie, let's take a look at your roads right now, South Florida, just after 6:30, and things are starting to slow down out there. The good news is you guys are accident-free for the most part. I-95 going southbound right here at Miami Gardens Drive. You can see things are moving slowly, especially in those express lanes all the way to the left there. Your northbound lanes look good, as they typically do at this hour. Let's take a look at your maps. You can see things are starting to get a little more colorful on them. Let me take you to some more areas that we're seeing some delays. This right here is I-95 going southbound a little further down south. This is as you approach I-195 or the 112. That is moving kind of slow. This over here on the Don Chula Expressway going northbound, also moving pretty slow. Speeds here coming in as slowly as 11 miles per hour. Definitely give yourself a little extra time or take US 1. Last thing I'll leave you with are some drive times. Broward County, you guys are accident free as well. This right here, 595 going eastbound. It'll take you about 12 to 7 minutes to get you where you need to go. Eric?
Annaliese, thank you. Breaking